Is this thing on? Welcome to the inaugural episode of Deep Dives, and we've not landed on that name yet, actually. I feel like it could be interpreted or mistaken to be anything, and I don't want people coming into my channel thinking that they're going to be watching some amazing footage of someone deep diving. Going forward, folks, I'm going to be releasing these episodes whenever there's at least, 20 minutes of Swala-related content. So, unfortunately, I don't get to pick the schedule in which these videos will be released, but I wanted to give you something worth waiting for rather than like a 2.5 minute episode here and there, because that, friends, is a waste of my time and it's a waste of your time. Before we dive into it, I will eventually be on camera for these. You'll see me in that little corner there, or maybe that one, maybe anywhere on the screen, but not bigger than the actual footage we're going to be watching, okay? I say footage like it's some crime, something serious. It's Coronation Street. It's serious to us, isn't it? Instead, for now, you just get to hear my breathtakingly irritating voice. Anyway, let's get into it. So in this episode, we're focusing on the unalivement of Theo and how wrong Swain has got it so far. And guys, for those of you that know me on Twitter or X, I can be very blunt in my takes, and you can expect the same here. So I know there's not going to be people here that agree with me, and that's totally fine, but this is my opinion, so you're watching for my opinion, guys, all right? Anyway, let's get into it.
Plan B.
Yeah, plan B. Plan B for bingo. Forgetting your ID in the first place.
No B for bridesmaids, which means no pockets, which means essentials only, which means no ID.
Which means we're stood in the tram stop eating chips and we should be in town.
Exactly. So plan B, I'm going to go get my ID. You're going to go back to the wedding and have 2 bottles of wine, and then we're going to meet at the corner shop and then bam, back to town.
Please, Jordan, just speak up. Please.
You all right, Lily?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I thought that was a really strange part to put that in. Maybe it's not, but I feel like it just kind of took away from the moment and the anticipation, the build up to where Betsy actually finds the body.
Oh, looks good, girl.
Hi. How'd you get on?
I got the last ones.
Oh.
Go on, watch yourself on them. Lethal.
Heels, cobbles, not good idea.
There you go. There you go.
Sound.
Watch your step.
Right, let's go.
Wait, I just need to...
Really?
Yes, really.
Oh, I love you.
Okay. I love you.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna go where it goes.
I love you.
Oh, I'll tell you what, let's try this. Oh, Bets,
Yeah?
will you sing us a song or something? Come on, just a little song. Just one little bit. Go on.
It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found the somebody.
In fairness, that is actually horrifying. And I thought the acting there was actually really good. It was almost, I think that's maybe how I would react if I was to find an unalived body that had clearly been purposely unalived. I've got to get used to all of this YouTube jargon, guys. Jesus Christ. Am I allowed to say that? I'll keep it in.
We have a deceased male, approximately 40 years old, found lying at the bottom of scaffolding. Could we have the police here, please?
How is that allowed? So they already know there's presumably the police are already on it, given that there are sirens and Theo's been moved. How the hell were Todd and Christine able to get anywhere near the body. This is the scene that was apparently worthy of a magazine article. It was supposed to be a really heartwarming, moving scene for the day or whenever after the wedding, which doesn't even get mentioned again. And it was supposed to be really moving and like, so yeah, we've cancelled our honeymoon, or we've postponed it so that we can stay at home because Betsy just found a body, and it was 36 seconds long. Let that sink in. Just for a moment. It must have been cut. Anyway, here is the 36 seconds.
Oh, time to call this then.
Why are you two here? Thought you were supposed to be on a flight.
Look, don't look at me, I told him to go.
Look, Bet, seeing something like that
I am fine, you should go.
Yeah, well, we will. Just not yet.
Yeah. I mean, as if your mum's going to go off on holiday when the body's been discovered on her own street. You know, she's going to be busting the Marianne keys round the... Oh, Bets, I'm sorry.
It's silly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's not. I was just seeing him there after everything with Mason, but... Fine.
Aren't you meant to be on a plane?
Yeah, we postponed it.
She stays at home to take care of Betsy after she's just gone through a traumatic time, and then she just F's off and goes to work. Make it make sense. I suppose, though, in theory, at least she's like local, so she could get back if she needed to, if Betsy needed her, whereas if she was off on her honeymoons, then that wouldn't be so easy, of course. But I don't see what you'd be able to do that you couldn't do if you were on holiday. I mean, it's not like you need to physically be there. I don't know, maybe I've been on my own for way too long that I just don't have that sort of instinct to feel that I have to be with somebody in order to provide comfort, when, especially in this day and age where there's all this technology, there's FaceTime, there's everything like that. So they could have gone on holiday, but maybe I'm just ignorant.
Oh yeah. How is Betsy?
Well, she's been better. Look, should we just skip this next bit where you have a go at me about coming into work when I should be off, and just let me know if the pathologist report's through yet?
All yours.
The position of the blunt force trauma suggests it was not connected to the fall.
He was hit before.
FYI, guys, I think it's the ex-wife, this woman here. I think that's the ex-wife, right? I'm going to let you into a little secret. I don't actually really pay a whole lot of attention to the rest of Corey. I think that is her. You're going to have to clarify in the comments for me. Is that Theo's ex-wife? I think it is. I'm going to say it is.
Before he fell, which is what we suspected. It wasn't suicide. He was murdered.
Just because we suspected it doesn't mean it makes sense. I get the guy was unpopular, understatement intended, but murder?
Unpopular? You're joking, aren't you? Half the street hated his guts, and with good reason. You heard what he did to Todd. The guy's a sadist.
Yeah, but even knowing that, you really think that someone would kill him for it? Batter him and throw him off a building? You reckon anyone close to Todd is capable of that?
What the hell is... Something's wrong with Samo. Like, that is not normal.
I've been doing this for years now, and I'm still surprised at what people are capable of. The quiet ones and the nice ones. That's me. I reckon we've got a long list of people who'd want to throw him off a building. And would you really be surprised if Todd snapped? They all spent the last year dehumanising, brutalising the person he's supposed to love. You heard what he said in his interview. It's all on tape. This was long-term psychological torture. Months and months of abuse. Physical and sexual assault. And if I was Todd, if I'd been through what he'd been through, and if I had the opportunity, I would have done it in a heartbeat.
I don't know if I could be upset if I went through something like that. And I can tell you that I did go through something similar, but not the physical side of it, but certainly the psychological. But we're just going to say DV, because I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. I don't want this video to be taken down. What it was for me is finding out the type of person that my ex was, you can't really see past what you thought they were. For me, I missed the person that I thought that my ex was. You know, even after they've done all these horrible things to you, you still want to be there because you miss what you thought the relationship was and the person that you thought that they were. And I suppose I've answered my own question there. So in a sense, it would feel like that, you know, in Todd's case, I wouldn't be happy that Theo's been unalived, I guess. It's tricky. Because in time you realise that actually you're so much better off without that person. And I'm not saying that anyone deserves to be, you know, but in this case, Theo was pure evil. So I'm not saying that he didn't have it coming.
Right, come in. Oh, hey. Can I get you a drink or anything?
No, thanks.
Oh, listen, I'm sorry about all this mess. We've just had our dinner. Yeah, we had some cheese on toast.
It's fine.
Actually, I'm just putting a wash on. So,
we just need a word with Todd.
Oh, right. I will get out of your hair. Actually, I'm just going to go to the. I'm just going to go to the dry cleaners. Anything you want taking?
No, thanks.
Great. All right. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So, what can I do for you?
I need to let you know that Theo's death is now a murder investigation.
She obviously didn't get the memo to not act suspicious in any way whatsoever. That couldn't have been more sketchy. If you tried, could it? If I was Swain, I would have just been like, actually, you know what? I don't like your tone. Let's take it down to the station. I wouldn't let her just walk away, because she was even like, she took a bag and everything. Like, how does she know that she's not just going to flee the country?
Apologies to go over this again, but you say you were here at number 11 Coronation Street.
That portrait on the wall, I wasn't sure whether I was watching an episode of Coronation Street or an episode of Who Do You Think You Are, because that is, well, it's a lot of things, isn't it, actually? But isn't it? I think that guy is actually a famous guy. I don't know. I probably sound really thick here because he's probably supposed to be someone that everyone knows. And I think I did read about the picture. I think I actually Google lensed him. But I feel like that picture really, it takes away from this scene completely, because I don't know about you guys, that's all I'm focusing on.
That's right, yeah.
And that you booked a flight to go to Thailand.
My mum and my brother are out there. Yes.
Okay. Now, you called a taxi to take you to the airport.
Correct.
But the taxi came, but you didn't go.
I was in the taxi when I realised I didn't have my phone.
So you abandoned your plan to get away from Theo because you didn't have your phone?
Are you insane? I think not having your phone before you jet off abroad, leaving the country, I think that's a perfectly reasonable reason to be asking the taxi to stop so that you can go and get your phone. Do you not? Am I wrong? Am I like I think I'm Gen X. Is that like such a Gen X thing to say? No, I'm not Gen X. Maybe I am, actually. Alexa.
I couldn't do anything without it. It had my ticket, emails, everything.
Okay. What, so you went back to look for it? Where?
I was going to go back to the flat, but that's when I saw Theo.
So did you run back to your taxi?
You know that I didn't. I ran towards the precinct and I hid.
And that was the last time you say you saw Theo alive?
That was the last time I saw him. Yes.
And where did you go from the precinct?
Inconsistencies Street. I found a phone box and I rang here, asked George to come and pick me up. Christina came.
And why them? I mean, why call them specifically?
I wanted someone who could look after me, protect me, make me feel safe.
There's blood on your shirt. You see, I was putting a wash on, and I was just about to put it in the machine. Whose blood is that?
Theo's.
Oh, it's Theo's.
From the fight.
What, from the night he died?
Yeah, the night me and Todd locked him in their bathroom.
Oh, right. OK, so,
If anyone wants the definition of beating around the bush, this is it. The way Christine talks to George. Just ask the man, did you kill him? Simple. This whole scene, it was like 2 minutes long, and it could have been a whole lot shorter if she'd just been like, look, mate, did you kill him or not?
when I went to get Todd and I came back, you changed your shirt.
Yeah. It was a bit stinky.
Yeah, but also because it had blood on it. And that's Theo's blood.
Yeah. From the struggle to get him in the bathroom.
Right, and not from anywhere else.
Like?
I love how he's just like, he's acting so nonchalant about it.
Chrissy.
Did you go out? You know, when I went to get Todd, did you go anywhere at all?
Yeah, I went for a walk.
Oh, God.
No, just to get some air and, I had a little walk around the block.
Oh, how convenient. He goes for a walk and there's no one to vouch for him and he doesn't have an alibi.
Oh, Georgie, love.
What?
Georgie, love, do you know that Theo's death is now a murder investigation? You know that Lisa Swain has been to see Todd. This could be bad for you.
And why is that, then?
This is where snarky Swain comes out, which really, I don't like her tone at all. And I've said this in my takes, because she's acting like she's like some hot shot detective who has the right to use that tone, especially with her neighbours as well.
You all right, mate?
Yeah.
You? Yeah?
Hi.
Hi.
No, come on, please. Please? There's no need to take him to the station.
Let's not make a show of it, eh?
George.
Excuse me. He hasn't done anything.
Chrissy, please.
Right, I'll get you Adam Barlow.
No,
right?
no, not him.
No, he knows you.
This isn't right.
He hasn't done anything. He wouldn't do anything. He's my George. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Of course he wouldn't. We'll get this sorted out.
How did Christina take your shirt to the undertaker's today?
Well, that's a question for Christina, not my client.
OK. You say you fought with Theo.
He didn't say fight.
Well, it was more of a struggle.
Self-defense.
Mr. Silverton's blood is on your shirt. You must have been bleeding.
Yeah.
From the struggle.
Well, he was going for Todd, so I hit him, and he bled from my punch.
What's her problem? Why is she rolling her eyes as if that's something that couldn't possibly be true? Why couldn't it be true that the blood on his shirt was from hitting Theo? Why would you roll your eyes at that when actually that's completely plausible?
And then what happened?
Well, then I bundled him into the bathroom, and I held the door, and then me and Todd, we tied the handles so that he couldn't escape. Then we left. I called the police. And then I saw Kit. And then we went home.
And that's when Todd decided to leave for the airport.
That's a question for others to answer.
So what about you? Where did you go?
You're not obliged to answer.
But I just went to the pub, Rovers.
Why?
Because Todd was packing and I needed a drink. I was shaken up.
After the fight?
Struggle.
You chose not to stay with Todd and wave him off?
Well, he wanted me to go and be with Summer.
At the Rovers?
Yeah. She was in the pub with Christina and then Kit, DC Green, he came in later.
He did. And it was here that you heard that Mr. Silverton had escaped?
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So what did you do?
Well, I went to see Todd.
At number 11?
Yeah. Yeah, I watched him get into his taxi and then he drove away and I waved him off.
But he didn't get to the airport, did he?
Detective Sergeant.
You thought he'd gone until he called you at 21:25?
And that's when he asked me to pick him up, yeah.
So what did you do?
Well, I couldn't drive because I'd had a few pints.
How many?
Why is she asking how many? Because surely I know that there is a limit, but why did she even ask how many? Because surely the police still operate in their own heads a zero tolerance policy where drinking and driving is concerned. So it doesn't actually matter how many he had, because the point is he said that he had a drink and that should be enough.
Oh, 2 or 3. Yeah, 3. So Christina went to get him.
On her own?
Yeah. But she told me to stay in case you came round with the police.
And did you stay at home after Christina left?
Yeah.
Right. So you'd fought, and it was more of a fight than a struggle if Mr. Silverton had been punched. You trapped him in the bathroom at his flat. Then, after drinking 3 pints, you learnt that Mr. Silverton had escaped and was out there chasing Mr. Grimshaw. Christina had gone to collect him on her own, and you just stayed at home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I might have, yeah, no, I did. I went for a little walk. Just to clear my head and get some air. Just round the block and back, but I didn't see Theo. Or anyone.
You didn't see anyone?
No.
So there is nobody who can confirm your account.
I've watched every cop show going, me. And I know why you are asking me the same thing over and over again. It's because you're trying to trip me up. Liars need good memories. Trouble is, I'm not lying.
Well, it took you a while yesterday to remember you'd been for that war, didn't it?
It's because I panicked. I thought you might get the wrong end of the stick, which you did.
All we need from you, Mr. Shuttleworth, is the unvarnished truth.
Oh, how many times did I loathe and detest the guy with bells on? I'm sad that he's dead. I'm sad for his kids. Otherwise, it's a blessed relief that he's gone. Maybe now Todd will be able to rebuild his life.
You seem affronted to be here.
Oh, give me strength.
My client's exhausted. You've held him overnight.
Theo Silverton's blood is on your polo shirt.
I've explained all that.
Which even your own partner conceded would look bad for you.
Have you heard her? I'm being stitched up like a kipper here.
It's quite a temper you've got there, George. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that.
You want to try being wrongly accused of murder, love?
For the tape, I'm showing Mr. Shuttleworth a photograph of a brooch that was found at the flat. It's covered in blood, DNA results to follow. Have you seen this brooch before?
No. How's that for unvarnished?
George.
Well, niceties have gone out the window, haven't they?
So you have never seen it before?
No, I've never seen it before.
Do you have any idea who it might belong to?
Well, given that I've never clapped eyes on it in my life, not a clue. Look, can I just go home now, please?
DS Swain, the pace clock's about to run out. Either get an extension, good luck with that,
We'll let him go.
How would you describe George's relationship with Theo?
Oh, hated him. I mean, that was no secret, and it was mutual. Do you see, the thing to remember about Theo is, God rest his soul, he was a vile specimen, and George and I had a bird's eye view of the whole thing.
That must have been very hard for you.
Oh, yes, it was. It was, especially for George, because Todd was, you know, he was like the son he'd never had.
What were you planning to do with the polo shirt?
Yes, I panicked. Yeah, I mean, you would, wouldn't you?
Wash it, bin it. You haven't answered my question.
I wish I'd burnt the flaming thing now.
Bit drastic. Did you have a hunch that Theo was murdered?
No. Well, no, not until you told Todd yesterday. But I knew that he was dead, and I knew that it was blood, and I knew that my Georgie had a bust up with him. So.
And you wondered if it was Theo's blood?
Well, if I did, it wasn't for like a nanosecond because I thought George had killed him. I mean, certainly not on purpose. Right, so you know that George and Todd locked Theo in the bathroom.
And George was in quite a state afterwards.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a lover, not a fighter.
Why didn't George go with you to pick up Todd?
He'd had a drink. Didn't need two of us. He was only phoning from Inkerman Street.
So George was alone when you went on your mercy dash?
Oh, right. I see where this is going, OK. So you think that when I went to fetch Todd, George went to finish off Theo?
Doesn't matter what I think.
If it doesn't matter what Swain thinks, I mean, she's awfully judgmental.
We deal in facts. George claims to have spent a period of time alone, but obviously we have no one who can corroborate that.
Yeah, I think I will have that solicitor. Thank you.
There we have it. I hope you enjoyed the first take. It's a bit longer than what I thought it would be, but I suppose 20 minutes of footage. Me talking, it's probably going to take that long, isn't it? So I hope it was worth it. But this is the first time that I've ever done sort of deep dives, so I hope it was worth the wait. And I hope that it will get better. And I do think that maybe I will only do these episodes when there's a storyline that's worth talking about. I probably won't do them for like sort of all the whole domestic fluffy swallow, because I haven't really got anything to say about that. You know, it's cute. What more do you want me to say? Anyway, guys, thank you. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya!